This is part 2 of the simple servo claw video. In the previous video, we made a robot claw, and in this video, we're going to create the commands that we need to be able to control it from the JackBord's drive page. These are some resources that can help you with this project. In particular, the page for the simple claw part 2. As this contains a list of all the commands and a good explanation of how they work. All you need for this video is a fully charged JackBord with the claw that we made in part 1 already assembled, connected and bolted onto the robot. If you missed part 1, go to jb.works and enter the TMT code on the top right hand side of your screen at the search prompt, and this will take you to the part 1 video, which is where we build the claw. So in this video, we're going to focus on programming the drive page so that we can actually use it. So essentially, you need to have all of this built up first. We're going to control our robot from the drive page, which you get to by clicking here. And the first thing you'll notice is that there are a number of buttons labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And these are the buttons that we're going to use to control the robot. Now, of course, you can drive it in the usual way using the joystick, but the buttons give you a finer control and make it easier to capture an object. To get the buttons on the drive page to work, we're going to use a number of BTP or button press commands, and that's these ones here. So this one is for the claw open, which is attached to button number 1. And the command is BTP, which stands for button press, space U1, and that refers to the button number 1 on the drive page, space SVP, which is servo position, space A1, because our servo is connected to pin A1, space 0. So when you press this button on the drive page, the claw will open. Likewise, the claw close button that we have over here runs this command, which is BTP space U3, and it's U3 because it's using button 3 on the drive page, space SVP space A1 space 75. So when you click on button number 3, you will set the servo claw to be at an angle of 75 degrees. Now you can also activate the buttons on the drive page by pressing the corresponding number keys on your keyboard. So essentially we have all of these commands that do various things. Another one is the turn left a little command, and that is using BTP U4, which is button 4. And that basically uses the SBMS or set both motor speed command. We're setting the left one to go backwards at about 30 and the right one to go forwards at about 30. And then we wait a quarter of a second, or the DLY 250, and then we stop. So these are the commands that we'll use to program each one of the buttons that we're going to use on the drive page. To make entering the code that you need for the buttons easier, you can simply go to jb.works and at the search prompt enter this TMT code. At the search prompt enter the TMT code and click on the magnifying glass. And this will take you straight to the program code that you need for this activity. Simply select it, copy it, and then we will paste it into our program page. Once you have the code, go to a program slot. In this case, I've chosen number 9, where you've got some code you don't care about. Select it, delete it, and then paste the code in. And then all you need to do is click on the rocket, and that will run the program. Just looking quickly at the code, it's very basic. It essentially starts by setting up all the button press commands, and then here it quits straight away because all we want it to do is enter these button press commands for us, which correspond to the ones on the diagram we saw earlier. Now that we've run the program, we need to use it. So click on the drive page, and remember button 1 opens the claw, button 3 closes it, so we'll open the claw again. Button 2 moves forward a wee bit, button 4 goes slightly to the left, button 6 goes slightly to the right, and then button 8 goes back. So if I want to approach the ball, drifting a wee bit, so I'm going to bring it back, oh, maybe a little bit, and then forward a bit, just about, and I close the claw, and now I can drive off with my prize, almost. So basically you can control the motor, the robot, in a more coordinated and kind of fine-tuned manner. And so one of the things you can do next is look at the speed values that were in the button commands and tweak them. So for this one we might reduce them a wee bit. And you can also look at adjusting the delays in those commands as well. If you make them shorter, you'll get a smaller resulting movement. If you make them longer, you'll get a greater resulting movement. One of the things you can do next is look at different variations of the claw, like this one on the right. Also, as we said before, look at changing the values of the delays and the speeds. And finally, you've got 9 buttons, so you can look at programming different buttons to do different maneuvers. For more information, visit jb.works.